Well, hey guys, Jonathan Doyle with you once again. Welcome to the daily video. I'm back. I've been away for a little bit. I've been traveling and speaking once again, so really cool to be back here doing these regular videos. Please make sure you have subscribed. Hit the subscribe buttons under here. That would be awesome. There's a whole bunch of links under here I want you to check. You can get a free copy of my book. You can book me to speak. You can get coaching with me. And I've also just added a link to Karen, my amazing wife's MasterClass for women. So if you find yourself happening to be a woman, go and check out that link. She does amazing work with women all around the world, so I want you to go check that out. Today, we are going to be talking about a listener question. You may have noticed, if you're a regular watcher, that a couple of weeks ago I put out an email asking for your questions about the real issue that you guys are facing, the real issues that you guys are facing on a regular basis. And the feedback and response has been awesome. First thing I've noticed is that we are really all on this journey together. We are all facing so many of the same challenges at this moment in history. So if you ever feel that the stuff you're going through is truly unique, there's a good chance that somebody else that watches this channel or somebody else that listens to the podcast version, oh, by the way, podcast version is under here. If you like podcasts, go and check that out. It's a really good one. We're really sharing many of the same things together. So this is a bit of a community of people that simply want to grow. And today's question was really about the topic of emotional management. I guess you'd call it emotional regulation. How we manage those moments when we feel overwhelmed. The question that this lady sent me was to do with parenting. How do you model emotional management and emotional regulation to your own kids when you find yourself feeling pretty overwhelmed and exhausted? It's a great question. And the last part that she talked about was, how do you develop this into more of a mindset? So it's something that you do on a regular basis. All right, these videos are shorter, so let's jump in. The first thing I want you to understand is that all of us are born into a very complex, demanding moment in history. I've also finished recording today a response to a question on time management and busyness, so that'll come up in a few days, so make sure you've subscribed for that. But this question today around emotional regulation, emotional management is kind of similar because we're born into a really demanding, complex society. We didn't ask to get born at this moment in history. I keep saying to people that whenever you're born is probably the best time to be born, right? Because we're here, we have a lot of great things to celebrate and enjoy, but it is also a really demanding, complex, busy world. So I want to say to you, don't beat yourself up if you find yourself at times feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, thinking it's just you. It's not just you. Almost all of us are going through something similar. As we try and navigate the multiple demands and challenges and difficulties that we face. So go easy on yourselves. I'm big on self-compassion, right? Like, you want to have a relationship with yourself that leads you towards growth, by which I mean beating yourself up, saying, oh, if only you were like this, or if only you were stronger, or if only you thought this. When you hear that internal critic, it is not helping you. That internal critic is beating you up. So let's just accept it's a busy, demanding, complex, challenging time. We're all trying to find our place in this. So you're probably doing a lot better than you actually think. So how do we deal with this emotional regulation, emotional management? In the podcast version below, I go a lot deeper. So if you want to get more on this, go to the podcast version. But quite simply, there's a bunch of elements that are feeding into our emotional management in key moments, right? Number one, your physiology. How much sleep you've had, whether you've eaten, whether you're tired, whether you're exhausted. So the first thing to do is to recognize your physiology and recognize in the moment, how am I feeling? What am I bringing to this? What am I bringing to this gunfight, right? You want to know where's your state? Have you been looking after yourself? You've also got to deal with your temperament. All of us are different. Some of us are just chill, like not a lot gets to us. Some of us, maybe like me, you're a little more highly strung, right? Things get to us really easily. We get triggered easily. So that can be a challenge for us. So recognize your temperament. Recognize your physiology. Look at the environment. Look at what's happening in the moment. What is there? Noise? Is there complexity? Is there other factors that are feeding into it? So these first three are simply about grounding yourself as quickly as possible in the ingredients that are shaping your response. That's my point, right? So much of the time, things are happening so fast that we don't do any of this. We don't go, hang on, Who am I? What sort of person am I? What's happening here? And I know some of you are listening going, Jonathan, when my little kids are screaming and I haven't slept properly in 3 days, you're telling me to do this? You'd be surprised how quickly we can actually do it. So it's just, okay, see, I'm an introvert. I like calm. I like peace, believe it or not. So often I've got to say to myself, okay, where am I at? How much sleep have I had? Am I tired from training? All this sort of stuff. Look at what's going on in the environment. And the next part is to look at your beliefs about the environment. See, often it's not so much what's happening, it's the meanings that we ascribe to what's happening. So if a kid does something or somebody does something to us, if we're tired, if our physiology's off, we can immediately ascribe a meaning to it, such as, oh, they always do this, or this is just them doing this to me again, and they don't care about me, and we quickly jump into ascribing meaning that may not be accurate. So look, all of this is just saying we've got to get more grounded and conscious as quickly as possible, as often as possible, so that we're not in constant response mode. We do have more control than we actually think. On the physiology part, I would suggest start taking steps to get yourself in the best state you can be in as often as you can possibly be in that state. So whether you need to sleep more, whether you need to get off tech earlier in the evenings, whether you need to cut back alcohol, increase hydration, exercise a little bit more, right? I'm training for a 255 kilometer race at the moment. I keep saying to people, that's what I do. If all you're doing at the moment is walk into the letterbox, then double the distance. Do it twice, just go up and back. So it's relative, right? Just do something that starts to get you moving forward. When you're faced with a difficult environment, there's always 3 options. Always 3. Leave the environment, accept the environment, or change the environment. So in this short video, I want to give you some power back. I want to say to you, you either leave it, and if you're a parent, that's not particularly easy to do. You either leave it, you change it, or you accept it. So take some power back. Just look at what's going on, going, okay, do I just need to accept this is how it is right now? Sometimes, my friend, we're in difficult seasons. Things are just hard, and it's going to be a tough season for X amount of time. And we need to accept that and ask for grace and peace and guidance in that difficult season. Sometimes we've got to leave a situation and say, I can't be here anymore. This is not good for me. I need to change it. I need to get out of it. And then finally, you can change it. You can go, well, what can I do? What can I try? And just keep trying stuff and trying stuff and trying stuff and communicate differently and try something else. So summary, you didn't get asked to be born in this moment in history, but here you are. Go easy on yourself. Be self-compassionate. We're all busy. We're all exhausted. We're all trying our best. You're probably doing better than you think. Look at your temperament. Look at your physiology, how your body's going, what's happening. Monitor. I do a lot of stuff with breathing. I get my breathing right and I just stop myself. So many times as a parent particularly, if I can get a 3-second buffer, if I can just go stop and calm myself for a minute, you can just save so much damage to your relationship with your kids. If you just that one step, just stop. Same goes in the workplace, office, wherever. All right, I want to keep this short. That'll do. Go check out the podcast version if you want to go deeper. Share this with people for me. Go check out all those show links. Hit the subscribe button. Be gentle to yourself. Be compassionate to yourself. My name's Jonathan Doyle. This is The Daily Message. You and I are going to talk again tomorrow.